Hey everyone! Today we're gonna check out another new reference to videos framework. It's for fine-tuning a better referencing videos AI model. This one's called MAGREF. It's basically mask guidance for any reference video generation. So it focuses on better referencing for subjects in videos, or as you might call it, reference to video or subject to video. This is kinda like Wan 2.1 Vace and WanVideoWrapper custom, where you can reference single subjects. For example, here you can see it referencing one character in the generated video. You also have different scenes, using that character's face as the single ID. The second feature is multi-ID, which lets you use two images as multiple references for your generated videos, like objects, persons, or even backgrounds. For instance, you've got the environment, which you can use as the background of the video, or things like clothing. So it's really similar to what we saw in previous videos, like Wan 2.1 Vace and the fine-tuned model from ByteDance Phantom, which uses Wan 2.1 as the base model to improve consistent character scenes. Alright, let's check out the Hugging Face page and the GitHub repo. First, we'll look at the GitHub repo. As you can see, it was just updated a day or two ago with the latest code. There's a checkpoint model released, and coming up, there will be the 14B Pro version, which I assume will have more datasets for fine-tuning and training. They're also releasing the training code based on MAGREF so you can fine-tune it for your specific video generation needs. You can use CUDA and the code on GitHub to run this checkpoint model for inferencing. But since this is a full model weight, it's pretty heavy with multiple files. You'll need to download it through the Hugging Face command prompt. It consumes a lot of GPU memory, around 70 gigabytes of VRAM with a single or multi-GPU setup. So it's not really ideal for the average consumer PC. Like Wan 2.1 Vace, Phantom, or Skyreal are based on similar ideas but aim to make referencing for video generation better. There's also ComfyUI, which repackages the files into a single safe tensor file. That way, you don't need to download a bunch of separate files. If you take a closer look at the Hugging Face repo, you'll notice that the VAE and text encoder are the same as Wan 2.1. So I'd say this is a fine-tuned model of Wan 2.1 for reference to video, just like ByteDance Phantom. Alright, let's see how accurate this model is for referencing subjects in videos. I've created two workflows to run this reference to video model. First, we can use the latest update of WanVideoWrapper, which is based on the WanVideoWrapper to load this model. As you can see, this file name, I downloaded it from the WanVideo's Comfy repo and saved it in the Diffusions model subfolder. Right now, it only has the FP8 model type for these files. Hopefully, they'll add FP16 or others later. So you can scroll down the list of models. It currently only has this FP8 file uploaded. We'll use this file to play around with. Just like the Wan 2.1 AI model for image or text to video, the connections are similar. We've got the WanVideo Clip Vision, which tricks the AI model into working like an image to video connection because this isn't how Wan 2.1 Vace connects. Instead, we're using image to video encoding to receive the video file as input, then pass that input to the image to video encoder. This allows the data to be input as image embed data type in the WanVideo sampler. That's the basic idea of how you can connect and create reference to video. Before we do that though, we need to create white backgrounds for any multiple reference subjects or objects you want to put into the video generation. So, for this demo, we've got two images of two characters. We remove the backgrounds, adjust the aspect ratios, resize them, and then put them onto one canvas that fits the Wan 2.1 resolution. By default, I set the width and height here for the resolution, and those dimensions will also be passed into the image encoder. Just makes it easier to manage. The main thing you need to remember is to have the MAGREF AI model located in the Diffusions model folder. That's the only thing you need to worry about when using this. Right now I'm using the LiteX2V Lora, which is distilled for fewer steps so you can run it with a lower CFG. It's based on the self-forcing distillation low-step sampling models repo, which makes it compatible with higher parameter size models like Wan 2.114b. Now, I was going to talk about self-forcing, but I realized it's not super detailed for video generation because it's only using a 1.3 billion parameter model. It's good for fast prototyping. If you want to test something quickly, that's fine. But for real production, if you want better resolution and detail, you'll want to go for the higher parameter model. It's good, but I don't feel like it's necessary for me right now. So, I haven't made a dedicated video about self-forcing this time. What I find more interesting is that the author used the 14B model and built a low-step sampling distillation process based on the self-forcing mechanism for Wan 2.1 14B. So yeah, this allows you to use 4 steps for sampling, but you can set it higher if you want. The selling point is that you can use very few steps to generate the video. I'm using this one for the Lora, which lets me have low-step sampling in the settings. For the sampler, I set it to 8 sampling steps. That's within the recommended range from the official repo, which suggests 4 or 8 steps for inferencing. So there you go, we've got these settings ready. Let's try it out and see how it works in the video wrapper. Basically, everything's already set for the 2 characters to have a scene, like a conversation scene. It's just like the examples I showed in the intro. Honestly, I think this one's even better than ByteDance Phantom for character referencing. As you can see, it's really able to reference the character's face and other details like handbags, backpacks, toys, or items. It's great for e-commerce demo ideas. Let's try it out and see how it goes. The good thing right now is that it's using Wan 2.1 as the foundation model, and there are a lot of fine-tunes coming up. This AI video model is just getting better and better every time. With fine-tuned models, you get lower sampling steps but still generate the same quality of videos. Thanks to distillations, it's not like the old days of animative where we used LCM or Lightning to skip steps in video generation. Sometimes you'd see weird results, but with distillations, it's a different approach to speeding up the sampling steps for video generation. Alright, let's check it out. It's almost done. Okay, it's just finished while I was talking. After waiting a bit, it's able to create another similar video scene with the 2-character input. As you can see, it's pretty accurate for the reference characters and puts them pretty close to the original faces. I'd say it's not 100% similarity, but about 90% close, which is something the normal Wan 2.1 Vace model lacks when you try referencing a specific character. Normally, with Wan 2.1 Vace, you'd get a different face in the video, but with this fine-tuned model, like this one, ByteDance Phantom or Skyreal, it keeps improving the referencing strength for subject images, replicating styles and putting them into the video scenes. Let's try another one. In some cases, for reference to video, we can use it for e-commerce. For example, in an e-commerce scenario, you can see the woman holding up a handbag. I made this image canvas by combining 2 images, and it's able to generate something like this, allowing the character to talk and introduce the handbag. I think it's pretty nice for a simple short video, maybe like a 10-second video. You can use this kind of video scene for demonstrating your e-commerce product. It's a pretty cool way to showcase products. As you can see, it is able to replicate details from the reference image to the video. All the stitching, small parts of the handbag, the clasp, and the sling are there. And obviously, the character is identically the same person. So, this is another way to use the Reference2Video AI model. Another version of this Reference2Video using Magref is the native node. Actually, I tested this in the native node, and it's able to do the same thing without using any special custom nodes. All we need to do is use the same image-to-video node in the native node and the clip vision. I just used the same concept as the wrapper node, but since it's already in the native node, you're able to create the image canvas, the same one I used for the WanVideoWrapper, and then pass that image as data into the Wan image-to-video node here as the start image. This way, you can actually use it without installing the WanVideoWrapper. Either way works, whichever you prefer. You can use the video wrapper or the native node. Both work. Just like before, with the model loader we were using the wrapper to connect the Lora models. Here, I've got the same Lora model, and it works for the native node too. Light time to V. This way, we can use the distillation and have lower sampling steps. I set it to 6 sampling steps, but you can bump it up to 8 for better quality. Whether you're using fixed seed numbers or random seed numbers. Either way you can try it, it doesn't matter. With random seed numbers, you'll get more variety in the generated video results. With fixed seed numbers, you'll have consistency across multiple scenes to keep your video story going. Alright, let's try this one. We'll start with 2 characters and a very simple prompt. Actually, I'll change this instead of the Bruce Lee text prompt. So with this one, it'll simulate a romantic scene with 2 young couples in a park during sunset, having a conversation, etc. Let's try it out with these 2 references and see how it looks. In this video generation, it took about 1 minute and 26 seconds. The rest of the time was because I switched tabs and got some common connection errors with ComfyUI, but then we resumed here. So, either way, it works, for the wrapper node or the native node. I see that the native node is just going back to basics. Think of it like using image to video, and that's all good. The only difference is that the start image and clip vision are getting input from the canvas-made image, which comes from combining multiple images and removing backgrounds. That's the only thing you need to input as an image to the image to video node. All the logic is very basic, it's just going back to the fundamentals of Wan 2.1 image to video. That's it for this video. Hope this helps inspire you guys on how to use reference to video with MAGREF, the distillation Lora models, and Light X to V. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day. See ya!